What is going on, warriors and farmers of Tamaris? Back again with another Call of Dragons video. In today's episode, we are going to check out the 4 most broken heroes in Call of Dragons. One hero for every single troop type. If you're still new in Call of Dragons, these are the heroes that you need to get for your account. They are going to hit like a truck. Like, share, subscribe, leave some comments down below. Let's get right into it. Alright, warriors of Tamaris, we're going to begin the video by the most hated troop type in Call of Dragons, which is the archers. The strongest archer hero in Call of Dragons as of right now is still Magrat. Magrat was introduced in generation number 3, and up to today, she is still kicking butt. Now, Magrat has a crazy passive skill that allows her to do up to 500% more normal attack damage, almost after every 5 seconds, and she's also got this variable healing, which means she's gonna heal every second. It is very good for dealing with those counter-attack infantry in the open field. Magrat is the one archer hero that you bring to your lineup and get some very good positive traits. Now you're gonna pair up Magrat with Zeta to give you 25% crit chance. Zeta is gonna increase your normal attack damage by another 80%, which makes these two one of the craziest marches in the whole of Call of Dragons. Now, the best artifact to use with this pairing is going to be the Gilded Crossbow. It's got an additional effect that works very good with Zeta. In terms of the war pet, you can go with the Shadow Manticore. It's got the advanced barbarism. Now, this skill is going to synergize very well with Magrat. War pet has an 80% chance to deal additional damage to the target when healed by a hero skill. When you look at the Magrat first passive skill, she can heal every second, which means this Shadow Manticore is just gonna go crazy. When it comes to getting merits in Call of Dragons, this is the Archer March that you need to bring to the open field. And if you are a new player in Call of Dragons, you are gonna need an Archer March for your account. Look no further than Magrat and Zeta. Another good thing is that you can use these two pairings with the Celestials. It is what people are doing right now. You can put in the Celestials and never look back. When it comes to the artifact for the Celestials, you're going to go with this one right here, the Phoenix Eye, and then you put this Sand Lizard and call it a day. So this is how it goes, guys. This is how you're going to do some crazy stuff with Magrat and Zeta for the magic troop type. Now, if you're broke, you don't have deep pockets, you can go with this artifact as well. It's going to work wonders. When it comes to doing damage for the archers, this is the talent tree that you can use for Magrat. This is a high DPS talent tree that is good for Behemoths. If you want to copy and take a screenshot, that's going to be up to you. Now, if you're going to use Magrat with Zeta and the Celestials, this is what the talent tree is going to look like. You try to avoid everything on the Marksman talent tree because you got this one is exclusive to Marksman and this one is also exclusive to Marksman. You come here, you get 10% more march speed, and then go all the way in the right hand side of the talent tree. Now at the end, you can either go with Mighty Slash or you can pick Mark of War. Choose one that works well for you. So this is the talent tree. Up next, we'll look at the most broken hero for the infantry troop type. Can you guys guess who it's gonna be? It's the one, the only, Mr. Kuma. This guy is the real deal for the infantry troop type. Ever since he was introduced into Call of Dragons, the infantry troop type just became a hot product in the game. If you're new in the game, this is the hero that you must invest for your infantry troop type. You're gonna need an infantry march in the game. Look no further than Mr. Kuma. Now Kuma has a crazy rage skill that allows him to steal enemy HP and just make himself stronger. To make things even worse for the enemies, he can push his attack all the way up to 100%. Now this is just ridiculous. You're going to put anybody with Kuma and they are going to shine in the open field. Now another good pairing to try here is going to be with Goresh. Goresh is another good pairing here. But Kuma and Lei Quan are the real deal here in Call of Dragons. When it comes to the artifact, you're going to go with the Serpent's Edge. Serpent's Edge is going to do some crazy stuff. Give you 60% additional HP in the open field, which is just going to make your infantry very tanky and just do so much damage. In terms of the war pet, you have two options. You can either go with the Mossrock Orcs, which is a fantastic pet for this troop type. This pet with the coil scale is just crazy, especially when they are fighting next to you. The damage output is going to be ridiculous. Now, if you don't want to use this pet, you have another option, which is the venomous lizard. Just build it the way you see over here on the screen. Now, if you have one more scale to add, you can put, I think, the intense infection, not the one that you get from the end of the season. You know what? Let me find the name so that you know the correct one. So when you got your venomous lizard, you're going to add intense infection in scale slot number 8, and your venomous lizard is complete. So this is the strongest infantry march in the game. You got Kuma as the broken meta infantry hero in the game. He is the one that you need to invest in your account. Another good place to use Mr. Kuma in Call of Dragons is with Husk, and it's gonna look a little something like this. You're gonna put this blink artifact with your Husk and your cavalry with the venomous lizard. You just throw this march into a bunch of range units and watch the magic happen. The merit is just crazy, especially with the counter attack of this venomous lizard. It is just nuts. Now, if you're gonna launch your hero into a bunch of different people, you also have the option to go with the Mossrock Orcs. Now, this is also gonna do some crazy stuff. So these two pairings can also work well together. And there is something common with the lineup. It is always Kuma, the best infantry hero in the whole game. Now, when it comes to the talent tree, it's gonna look a little something like this. Let's go and check it out. Now, you go all the way up to the end, and then you grab ready for battle. This is gonna give you an extra counter attack, which is gonna do so much damage with the attack of Kuma. Now, as you can see here, I decided to go in the right hand side of the talent tree because you can get another 1% counter attack from here. Plus, I really like the march speed. It allows me to maneuver around the enemies and just go to a spot that I really want. Most people build their trees without the march speed, but it's going to be up to you. If you want to go in the right hand side, you can grab this. I think you grab this healing as well. You come here, you get overall defense, and then you pick force field at the end. So this is what the talent tree for Kuma kind of looks like for a lot of people. Yeah, I like the march speed. If you don't like it, you can switch and pick this one. That's how it's going to look. When it comes to the mages, the developers decided to introduce one of the craziest mage hero in Call of Dragons. His name is Yun Ming. For a very long time, Magrat was terrorizing people in Call of Dragons, doing so much damage in PvP. And so the mage players were complaining a lot, and the devs decided to bring Mr. Yun Ming in Call of Dragons. Now, this guy is the definition of overpowered. He can do some crazy stuff from his passive skill. Like he can hit 3 targets with 300 damage factor every 2 seconds. It is absolutely nuts. Is it every 2 seconds? Yep. Every 2 seconds can hit 3 targets with 300 damage factor. The best instant impact skill in the game as of right now. He also got other crazy additional skills to help him out in the open field. It is just ridiculous. When it comes to pairing, this guy is so broken. That is, he can just elevate any hero that you put behind him. You can use him with Gromara. They are meant to work together. So this is going to be the pairing that I recommend. If you don't want to use Gromara, you can go with Thunderlin for more AoE. But Gromara is going to give you that versatility, especially when you got single targets in front of you and you want to annihilate them as fast as possible. Now, there is a trap that you need to be aware of in Call of Dragons. You're going to see so many people on the field running with this march right here. These two combine very well together to do some crazy stuff. Almost the same as with Gromara. Now, if you're new into the game, I would say pump the brakes on Thalea a little bit, because we're going to be getting G5 mages very soon. And I'm pretty sure Yun Ming is going to pair up with one of those G5 mages, because people like to split up their marches. And when Yun Ming takes one of those G5 mages, where exactly are you going to put your Thalea? Now you see that? You're going to fall into a trap. Thalea is going to work well with this hero, but once you take her away from this hero, I don't think she's going to do good for you. So that is something you need to watch out for. She may be good with this hero, but when it comes to altering your lineup later on, you are going to struggle. So you're going to put Gromara behind here and just call it a day. Gromara can pair well with Tohar for your garrison. Gromara has a skill tree, which means she can pair up with a bunch of different mage heroes in the game. When it comes to the artifacts, we got the one, the only, the Dragon's Fate. This artifact is also another instant impact artifact, which means when you go into the field, you're going to start doing damage to your enemies as fast as possible. Enemies like to run. They like to kite. So this is one of the artifacts that can catch them. It is absolutely fantastic. Get this artifact and max it out as fast as possible. When it comes to the war pet, you can go with the Flaming Manticore. It is designed for this pairing. It is going to do some good work. You also have another option, which is the Sapphire Frederick. However, I would recommend the Flaming Manticore because it's got most of its damage from single targets, which is what you need. Sometimes enemies just send one target in front of you and this pet is going to be shining. So this is exactly what you use. The best talent tree to use with Yun Ming is going to look a little something like this. Now this is what a lot of people like to use. You can make some changes over here depending on your needs. Now at the end we got Thirst for Blood and we have Caged Animal. Okay, so as you can see, majority of players are going with the caged animals because of 63% selection chance. So this is what you switch to if you're going to use these two pairings. In my case, I decided to go with Thirst for Blood because of the quick nature of the open field. People go in and out, but I think this one is going to be very, very good in the long run. So you go with this one. Now we also have another debate on these two skills. Either one I think is going to be fine. So pick the one that you think is going to be very, very good for you. So this is what the talent tree for Mr. Yun Ming looks like. The final troop type of the video is going to be the Cavalry. And we just got a brand new Cavalry pair in the game. They are known as Agnar and Freya. So who is the most broken Cavalry hero in the game? And the answer is straightforward. It is Agnar. Agnar is just something else. The devs decided to take craziness to the next level. We got a broken infantry, we got a broken mage, we got broken archers, and now we have got a broken cavalry. This guy has a crazy rage skill, can do like 2000 damage factor. And then his second skill is going to allow him to knock infantry airborne. Anybody you hit, you can knock them airborne and do damage to a whole bunch of different targets along the way. It is absolutely ridiculous. Skill number 4. He gets like 30% additional attack. And then the craziest skill is skill number 4, aka Ancient Vows. He's gonna push his attack to 100%, giving this march a total of 130% for the cavalry troop type. Now this is just, I don't even know what words to use anymore, man. You're gonna pair him up with Freya and the rest is gonna be history. Freya is also gonna bring some crazy stuff to the table like 30% additional hero skill damage. Man, this guy is gonna be doing some crazy stuff in the open field PvP. If you are a new player in Call of Dragons, this is the cavalry hero that you need to prioritize for your account. He is just gonna destroy anything in his path. The best artifact to use with Mr. Agnar is going to be this one right here, known as the Winter's Edge. Now this artifact is also gonna give you an additional, I think, 20% defense penetration. You add it to the 60% defense penetration that you get from the rage skill of this guy, and you have 80% defense penetration. You got 130% additional attack and some crazy AoE damage. It is nuts. When it comes to the pet, you can use the Bullion Beast. They're gonna work well together. Or you can use this this Blade Manticore. It's another option. You can also use this one right here, the Moon Bear, and you should be fine in the open field PvP. When it comes to the talent tree for Agnar, you can use the standard skill tree. It looks a little something like this. This is what the skill tree is gonna look like for Mr. Agnar in Call of Dragons. Now, if you want to fit your Agnar into your multiple cavalry lineup, you're gonna need to make some changes, because the maximum march speed that this march can get is only it's only 41% march speed, which means you're gonna have to grab this one. You're gonna have to grab this one as well. I think I have the talent tree here in the Roots of War area. So let's check it out. Go Roots of War. We hit Battle Sync. We go to the heroes. We find the ones at the bottom, Mr. Agnar. And this is what the talent tree looks like for 41% march speed. This is how you can build it. In case you decide to go over here, you got two options for scales. You can pick this one or this one. If you don't want to pick up the remaining scales from here, you can distribute your points elsewhere. So this is what the talent tree looks like for 41% march speed. And these, ladies and gentlemen, are the 4 strongest heroes in Call of Dragons, one for each troop type. If you're new into Call of Dragons, these are the heroes that you need to invest. To do a quick refresh, when it comes to mages, you go after Yun Ming. When it comes to archers, you go after Magrat. When it comes to the infantry, you go after Kuma. And then when it comes to the cavalry, you get Agnar. Thank you guys for watching. If you're new, subscribe for more content. Until then, talk to you guys in the next one. Bye bye for now.